Hey everybody, how's it going today? Another fantastic day ahead of us, and I have some great quotes for us to keep us going again today. I'm gonna start off with one that may make you think a little bit. This one is: there's nothing in this world that can trouble you as much as your own thoughts. Let's think about that for a little bit. You know what? We really, as we talked about, we really control our own outlook. We control our own attitude, and it is easy to get caught up in your own thoughts. To get caught up in your own overthinking or self doubt. And I want us to understand the truly the power of our thoughts and the power that we have to control our mindset, our attitude. And it says here, there's nothing in this world that can trouble you as much as your own thoughts. At the same time, there's nothing as powerful as our own thoughts and our own mind and our own desire to create that positive attitude. The next quote here I have here, similar in power and in thought here is, look in the mirror. That is your own competition. That's your main competition in life is yourself. Yes, it doesn't matter if you're working in a team, you're working by yourself, if you're in school or midlife or retired. Our primary competition in everything we do is ourself. We're here to work to improve ourselves. This life we have is for us to be tested and tried to better ourselves, to improve ourselves. And as we do so, then we can start to be able to look outward and to help other people. Then I think about this next one here. Sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. That one, it really makes me think. I'm one that thinks a lot about karma, and a lot about, I believe that things happen for a reason. We're not accidentally thrown into situations. We go places for a reason. There's a reason behind everything that we do. And I've talked before about how I've lived in many different places, in many different states. I've moved a lot of times with my young family, and sometimes we've been places longer than others. But I always feel like there's a reason that we go to a place, and we often don't realize that when we get there. But after we've been there a while, we generally realize why we're in that situation. And I've had several. I believe I've shared one particular situation for me. After I'd worked for a company for quite some time. I mean, in my experience, it'd been more than 5 years. I was with this company. I had grown from zero, base customer service, up to being the director of global sales training development, and then due to some political unrest and some large downsizing, I was left without a job, and I was in a taxi headed home from work that day, and as you would think, you just lost your job. It was not the best time in the economy, and you would think that I'd be heartbroken or worried, but I wasn't. I had this overarching feeling of peace come over me, like it's the right thing. I didn't know why. I didn't have anything lined up, but I just felt it's the right thing, and I started reaching out, started talking with friends, and come to find out, a guy that I had met just 2 weeks earlier at that company was able to connect me with somebody else who was starting up a company, and I partnered with him and got the company up and going, and it was a great endeavor. And something bad had happened to me. I had been removed from a company that I had worked blood, sweat, and tears, really dedicated my life to, and it felt like it was a very hard thing that happened to me, but it put me into a great path. And through that next company put me into the path again for something better and better and better. And ultimately the experiences that I had at that first company, over 10 years ago, led me on the path to where I am today. And if I hadn't followed that path, I don't know if I would be here. I don't believe I would be here today. And it took me through 3 or 4 states, moving several times, changing companies several times, and a lot of unrest and upheaval from my family. But now we're in a spot that I have no regrets about. And so I think that we all have to look at when we're put into what we believe may be a bad situation. Let's try not to look at it as a bad situation, but look at it the most positive way we can. Like we talked about, our competition is ourselves. Whatever happens to us, we have we have the ability to think, to have the right attitude, to have the right outlook that this is going to be the right thing for us. It goes back to one of my favorite quotes. About it's not about waiting for the rain to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. This idea of find a way to enjoy the trouble, the trial, the challenge, and look for a way to turn that into a positive, to turn that into something that helps us grow and become a better person. And as we do so, we will find that often those bad times do lead us to even better futures. Have a great day, everybody. Look forward to talking with you again soon. Take care now. Bye.